Hello, my name is Mikhail Carrington and I'm a lecturer in marketing here at Melbourne. Now today we're going to step through number 1, what marketing actually is. Number 2, why marketing is really core and foundational to success in modern organisations. And number 3, we're going to look at the huge diversity of career choices that studying a major in marketing here at Melbourne can bring to you. So let's get started. We're going to start with a definition of what marketing actually is. And this definition has been provided by the American Marketing Association, and they're the peak international body in marketing today. And so what the American Marketing Association suggests marketing actually is the activity, set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. Now, that sounds very dry to me and pretty dull actually, and I'm sure it probably does to you too. But what does this definition actually mean? Because you know what? Marketing is so much more exciting than that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull it apart and then really have a look at what marketing actually is. So we're going to go back and look at that first half of the AMA definition, and we can see that marketing is about creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging. When we're talking about creating, this is really exciting. This is very much the engine of innovation. So it's about innovation in products, innovation in service, brand new brands and creating new brands, and maybe even creating new retail outlets and ways of getting our product into the hands of the customer. When we look at communication, communication is all about reaching out to customers with our brand and communication messages. It's about who are we communicating to and what do we really want to tell them about our products and our brands. Number 3, delivery is not just about getting the right stock at the right price into the right location to really meet the needs of the target customer. That's really, really important, obviously, but delivery is more than that. Delivery is also about delivering fantastic customer and consumer experiences every single time and ongoing value to that consumer well beyond when they actually purchase the product or the service from us. And then finally, we look at exchange, and exchange is all about retail. And retail is the touch point with the consumer. It's where we actually get to meet the consumer and actually exchange our product or our service with them. That can be online or it might be offline physical exchanges. And the exchange is the retail experience, and it's a really exciting place to be right now. It's where a lot of innovation in marketing is happening at this point in time. And these 4 functions of marketing are very much supported and underpinned by a really, really deep understanding of who our consumer is. What are their needs? Where are they shopping? Where do they want to shop? And what are their needs and desires going forward into the future? And this is delivered through top market research and big data analysis. And big data analysis, again, is at the cutting edge, and it's a really, really exciting place to be working in right now. These functions of marketing are also supported by competitor intelligence. So when you're working in marketing, you have to have deep competitor insight. You have to always be one step ahead of where your competitor's at. And finally, it's underpinned by really solid marketing strategy to provide direction and purpose to everything that we're doing. So now we're going to look at the second half of our AMA definition. So we know what marketing actually does, but what does marketing actually deliver? Well, what marketing delivers is value. Value to our customers, but also value to our clients, perhaps our business partners, and to society as a whole. And when we think of value, we often think of functional value, but it's so much more than that. So if you think about some of the types of value that we might be delivering to our customers, for example, it might be identity benefits and the symbolic benefits that come with actually being part of a brand community. So people really actually get a lot of symbolic and identity value through the purchasing and perhaps displaying and wearing specific brands that say a lot about who they are and who they want to be. So the benefits that we deliver to our customers and to us and to society are so much more than just the functional benefits that come with a product or a service. And again, delivering all these different aspects and types of value requires a deep understanding of who the customer is and what their desires and needs are. So now that we've seen the real breadth of marketing and what marketing can deliver to our consumers and to society as a whole, let's move on and have a look at why marketing is absolutely fundamental to modern business survival. So to not just survive, but to actually thrive in a modern marketplace, business needs to be meeting the needs of target customers more effectively than the competition are. So that's where we can see the importance of having a deep, solid understanding not only of our customer, but actually always being ahead of our competition at the same time. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? No, actually, it's not at all, of course. So the problem is that today's consumer, so people like you and me, today's consumer refuses to stand still. Consumers in modern society are changing at a rapid pace. Their needs and their desires are changing, and expectations are changing at a very quick pace. And all of this change is very much underpinned by the speed of technological innovation. So the market as a whole is constantly changing, constantly moving, is really, really dynamic. So to survive and thrive in this modern, shifting, dynamic business environment means that businesses have to evolve. And so when we're talking about evolution, we're going to refer to the grandfather of evolution himself, Charles Darwin, and a direct quote. Now, Charles tells us that actually it's not the strongest of the species that will survive. It's not the most intelligent of the species that will survive. It's actually the one that is most adaptable to change. Now, this agility and adaptability is driven within business from the function that has its finger on the pulse of this changing market, has the finger on the pulse of what the market needs today, but where it's going tomorrow. And that function, of course, is marketing. Marketing is absolutely core to business success and garnering a strategic competitive advantage in the marketplace. And so now we can start to see the incredible breadth of options in marketing that can lead to amazing careers spanning right from the creation and innovation of products, new brands, right through to managing those brands, communicating to our consumers, and actually exchanging at the point of purchase in the retailer environment with consumers. And I can speak from experience because I've had quite an amazing and international marketing career in industry myself. So some of the examples of the types of options that you might have after doing a major in marketing here at Melbourne, for example, might be that you're really interested in market research and you might look to be a customer or a consumer insight manager, or maybe a market researcher or a big data analyst. And as I said, that's where a lot of some really exciting innovation is happening at the moment, particularly through the digital data space. You might want to be be interested in being a brand manager or a product manager, right through to perhaps working in the retail environment as a retail buyer or maybe even a merchandiser. So there's a lot of different options that you can take when leaving Melbourne with a marketing major. So there are many pathways that you can take to actually attaining a major in marketing here in Melbourne. You can do it as a single major or a double major. You always start your major here in Melbourne with the two base subjects or core subjects. You look at doing marketing principles and practice and market and business research. And you can move on from there into some of the more specialized subjects such as consumer behavior, strategic marketing, business ethics, neuromarketing, for example, advertising and promotion, and even perhaps retail management. And then in your final year, we have the global management consulting or the local management consulting subject that enables you to put all of your theory and learning into practice. And of course, the marketing major here at Melbourne is complemented by breadth subjects from other faculties that are in areas of interest to you. For example, if you're really interested in advertising and consumer behavior, you might look to pick up some breadth subjects from the psychology department, which is a really great fit. As it happens, I teach retail management in the final year of the marketing major here at Melbourne, and I really look forward to seeing you in my class.